Hello, 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 how we doing? Green the Giant here again, and we're going to do another flight today, and we're going to go over to Stockholm, Arlanda. Speedbird 782 is the real world flight, sorry, BA782 should I say. It's Speedbird 782 Foxtrot will be the call sign, and we're in an Airbus A321 today. Coming out Heathrow, so we will see what the frame rate is like. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that. It's going to be pants, but we will persevere and we will see what we can do. So let's find. I need to fire up Flight Sim. I need to find out what registration we're using today. We'll yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this flight. Got the FTX, FTX Orbex scenery for Stockholm, which is pretty good. Looks very neat indeed, actually. So looking forward to flying in there. What else do I need to get? I need to get Active Sky running, and let's load. Sorry about that. So Active Sky running, and I need Navigraph charts. So I can kill that. There we are. So I can add a flight into Navigraph. So BA782. Departure ICAO EGLL, destination ESSA, and our alternatives ESKN, which is Stockholm Skavasta, if I pronounce that right, which I probably haven't. So, right, okay, let us have a look-see here at what the reg of the 73 Airbus A321 livery, what reg that is. I am joined today by my good friend Jack, so we'll be tucking into a few of those. Had a bit of a rough time the past couple of days, so like everything, alcohol is the answer. I don't really know what the question is. Oh my god, absolutely don't do that. Alcohol is not the answer. Echo Uniform X-Ray Golf. Echo Uniform X-Ray Golf is not in the list. Interesting. X is before Y. Oh. Well. Oh, in fact, have I not got any 321s in here at all? I don't, do I? I don't have any 318s either, I've just noticed. Okay. Not a problem. What we shall do is the old-fashioned way. We will use SimBrief. So we'll create a new flight. We will do BA, I've already forgotten it, 782, whoops, a daisy, EGLL Heathrow to Stockholm, Arlanda, ESKN is our alternate. We're in a 321, that's correct and proper there. Call sign is 782 Kilo. 782 Foxtrot, sorry, we were Kilo yesterday, weren't we? So that's 782 Foxtrot there. We have a zero fuel weight of 65.9 tons. So 65.9 tons. And passengers 179. So pretty well loaded out there. We're going to be using that and that and that, and that's fine. Cool. Okay, we have a company route, so we will use said company route, which is different. It's almost like it's been drawn with a nice tool or something. I don't know. Okay, right, cool. So alternate airports. We got that. We've got that. We can analyse that. That looks sensible. I don't really care. And we don't have any cargo, do we? No. Cost index is 20. Cost index there at 20. So it's a bit better than the 15 that I think auto picks. So we will produce that flight plan. Don't know if you could hear that. It's Pippa. What? What do you want? Come and get your mouse. I can't throw it for you if I haven't got it, can I? Dopey animal. Okay, so ESSA in that one, actually. So we've got a flight level of 350. We've got an alternate of ESKN. We have a flight plan there. So that is my BA virtual satisfied. We want VPilot loaded up. We're going to have a quick look at the map just to make sure it did compile it correctly, which it did. I'm going to download the Airbus file and stick that into Airbus flight plans. Oh, we've done it before. I'm going to replace it though. I should probably have just made it number 2, really, shouldn't I? And we will do the FSX flight plan. We will download that, and we will pre-file onto VATSIM itself as well. Just make sure it's filled out the call sign. We're in a 321 EGLL cruising altitude flight level 350. We've got 3.5 hours of fuel. It's about a 2-hour, 25-minute flight. But we might see if we can. Oh bollocks! Speed that up a smidgen. So, okay, block fuel there. Awesome. Okay, so we can now go flight planner. We'll load this. Not that I'm not using the navigational aids in Flight Sim itself, but it is quite an easy way of transferring yourself to the correct airfield and having it synchronize up with active sky and the like, although I will key it in here. Oh, but it's picked it up anyway. ESKN. We'll hit refresh there. Cruise altitude, cruise knots. It's going to be more like 450, 420-ish maybe. Climb knots is going to be probably around 220. Don't know if that really matters actually. But okay, and so Heathrow, where do we want to go? Okay, good question. So we want parking stands, we want terminal 5, So we want... Oh crikey, this has changed since last time I was at Heathrow. 5... They're too big really. 553 or 552 we might be alright on. 5.5. See, these are still all heavies. There's a medium 581 there. Where's that? Oh no, that's on an apron. That's not even on a terminal. Okay, right. We'll take a heavy, and we will take 553. So that's in there. We need to do our takeoff performance calculations as well, of course. So let's do that now. Runway length. First things first, which runway are we going off, Skiz? Let's have a quick look at Flight Radar 24 to have a look. I'd have thought I'd learn the Heathrow ones by now, but no, clearly not. Let's log in. Go away, don't care. And okay, here we are. Nine right. So 9 right is not on that chart. That's not helpful. 9 right is 12,008 feet. Has it not got that in meters on this chart? What? It's not, is it? So we'll be going from November. If we're coming down here, yeah, we'll go from November 10. So from November 10, 09 right, takeoff run available 3528 meters. So 3528. Whoops, is 3528 fits in there. So it's quite important to look at this on the chart. Actually, let's just make a point of this. So you've got, oh, there it is in meters there, 3660. If I just keep that in, that wouldn't be strictly correct because we're going, if we're going from November 10. If we're coming from November 11, then yeah, maybe you could put in full 3660. Yeah, because it's not even published on there. But if you're going to be coming from here, and quite often you get air traffic say, can you accept a departure from November 7, for example, or November 6? If you're in a Cessna, of course you can, you know, things like that. But that's where you would then have to redo your takeoff performance calculations and make sure you look at the takeoff minimums. So 9 right, see where you're coming from and what your takeoff run is. So if you go from November 5 west here, you know, that is perfectly acceptable to take off from there, otherwise it wouldn't be on the chart. But obviously you've not got 3,500 meters of runway, you've only got 1 3/4 ish. So something to just be aware of, rather than just punching in numbers on the chart. Just have a quick think about what the number is that you're punching in. Wind component, that's a very good question. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will fire up Flight Sim, so then I can connect to VPilot and I can get the latest meta. In fact, really I can just do just slam it into Google. and get it from all mat stats. So we've got 040, 8 knots, gusting 18, 360 to 070, a variable. So 8 knots, so the wind component's less than 10. So it's headwind there. Outside air temperature is 5 degrees, dew point is 0. QNH is 1026. Wow, that's high. 1026. Takeoff weight, according to the flight plan and dispatcher's notes, our takeoff weight is 75.1 tons. Flaps 1, aircraft anti-ice will be engine and wing. Runway condition is, back to the METAR, no SIG, so runway condition is dry. Calculate takeoff speeds. Quite fast there, so 1 up 3. Really? It's normally like 0.8 or 1. Up 3. All right. V1 of 154 rotates at V1 of 154 and a V2 speed of 156. So that's fairly casual. So let's just wait then for FSX to booty uppy. Well, while it's doing that, then let's have a look at the chart. So I do want that chart, and I want that chart. Where were we? I forget where we were coming. What stand we were on? 554, wasn't it? Not that we got traffic on, but check that. Right, wrong one. So our first waypoint is Brookman's Park. So we're going to have a look at the SIDS here. Brookman Park. So we've got going off 09, so it's going to be the Brookman Park 6 Juliet departure. So we'll plumb that in as well. So no turns below 590 feet. After departure, after clearing 590 feet, we turn on heading 052. This will be to avoid London City, which is down here. And then we come in on some random angle. It's a 072 radial from London. So if you remember back to my earlier videos where we looked at radials and how to do those, so we will intersect the 072 radial from the London VOR for DME up to 10 DME from London, and then at 10 DME from London we will turn on heading of 017 into Brookman's Park. Ow, 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 that's painful. On a radial of 1907 here, an inbound radial of 1907. Do you mind? No, you're not going on the desk, cat. And then we're on our way from there. So usual max speed 250 knots below flight level 100 unless authorised. That's fairly standard. Brookman's Park 6 Juliet. So we've got some notes here. Climb straight ahead at DME 2. Turn left 052, assuming we're above 590 feet there. Intercept the London radial 072. Cross DME 10 of London at or above 3000, max 6000. So there's the bracket there, as you can see. Turn left, intercept the Brookman's Park inbound radial of 1907. Cross DME 10 Brookman's Park at or above 6000, sorry, 4000, max 6000. Uh-oh. just started with the engines on. Right, top down view. Let's see if I can... Oh, that was always going to happen, wasn't it? Right, I have no idea. Oh, hang on. Right, well, we're now on this stand, whatever stand that is. What? What? What is this chaos?
On taxiway, on taxiway, on taxiway, on taxiway.
So let's pretend that didn't happen. Stand 553. Ah, that's hilarious. Wow. Oh, I love FSX. Good job we weren't connected to that sim. So, that's the departure. Quite happy with that. So, 553. No air traffic, actually, in the UK at all for us. We'll have Copenhagen control, and then we've got Stockholm control on as well, which is quite nice. So, okay, right. Let's put us in cold and dark before more bad things happen. Right, that's on. Let's take a look at us. Big plane today, 321. Bigger than the 320, of course. More numbers equals more bigger. And we can connect to VATSIM. So our call sign, I've already forgotten our call sign, is Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, and we're in A321 today. Fetch from server, which means we've keyed it in right, or correctly should I say. And we are now on VATSIM. And for some reason PowerPoint, oh my gosh. Let's just sit here for a second while it loads everything in and make sure we've not spawned on top of someone. There are a few departures out of London today. There's, I think there was 8 when I looked. What's the current count? 5. One's just taken off. There's one here. Can't see any others at the moment. So, and I've just kicked the rudder pedal so that kick the parking brake off. So put the parking brake on, I can start Phoenix, there we go. And let us think about some good stuff here. So, batteries are on, external power is connected. We can have a look at the McDo's. So we can go to ground services, we can connect that as well. Turn the checklists on, which aren't working. Brilliant. So I'm going to have to bloody reinstall it again. Oh, it worked yesterday. I've changed nothing. I just don't know what it is. Let's look at the overhead then. We can align the IRSs. they can stay off for the moment. We can turn the PFDs on. We can clear that. We can turn the cams on. Brakes are hot for some reason. Not entirely sure why. Bit weird. So I can acknowledge the brakes hot caution. Okay, so let's think about our load sheet then. So let's go to the McDo's again. Load and fuel. Passengers, already forgotten. Where's the load sheet? Hang on. Oh, I'm not used to the BA sheet here. Where is it? Where's packs? No remote speed change. Got ETOPS tanks. 0 fuel weight. Trim. It's interesting. It's overridden the cost index and put a cost index of 0. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh, it's cost index of 0 to the alternate. Well, that's a bit weird. Okay. I can't see passengers on there. Right, okay, whatever. 179. I was trying to do it from the load sheet, but 179er. Cargo of 0. Block fuel today is 9.378. 9.38. Rounding it up. We'll return, we'll open the doors, which of course doesn't do anything because I clicked them all too quick. I don't know why, but it just doesn't detect it. Oh, and the checklist kicked in now. So we start boarding. Checklist has kicked in. We'll start the cockpit preparation checklist.
The cockpit preparation checklist. Batteries. Both on. Electrical power. And external power is on. Navigation lights. Set on. Engines master. Both off. Engine mode selector. Checked. Normal. Landing gear lever. Checked. Parking brake. On. Flaps. Checked. Position. Speed brake lever. Checked. Retracted. Thrust levers. Idle. Transponder mode. Checked. Standby. Radio control panel. Set on. ECAM recall. Checked. Anti-skid. On. Flight director. On. Emergency lights. Set. No smoking signs. Set on. Anti-ice. Off. Air conditioning. Checked. Ventilation panel is checked. Electrics panel checked. Fuel pumps set on. Hydraulics is checked. Accumulator brake pressure on. EFCS on. ADIRS checked. Emergency equipment is checked. Checklist complete.
Okay, so while the checklist was going on, I've been smashing in the route into here. We're going off 09 right. On the Brooklands Park 6 Juliet departure, we haven't got a transition. Did I just see that right? Oh, no, I didn't. 154, 154, 156. I want a thrust reduction and acceleration altitude of 3000. One up, flex temp 46 degrees, engine out acceleration altitude will also be 3000. And that is looking pretty good. So happy with that. So we're just waiting for the passengers to get loaded on and the fuel as well. We can go to Unicom in the absence of air traffic. So that's looking good there. Happy with that. We'll key in 3-5 final cruise straight in there. We'll put that on dot speed and managed, and that's looking good up here. We'll put the probe heat, window heat on. Anti-ice will actually come on once the engines are started. So, okay, I've played a bit about with the sound a little bit here, so hopefully the sound's a bit better now. So we're just waiting for the last of the passengers. QNH was 1024. Let's get the latest. EGLL, so 1026. Now, does that change our performance calculation? No, it does not. Temperature's gone up to 5 degrees. Why are the brakes still hot? And as if by magic, all the passengers are now on. I definitely didn't click the load instant. So we can close the doors. There's the last of the doors closing.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Said that without him being there.
Let's do the before start checklist. Windows and doors closed and locked. APU set on. APU bleed.
So just wait for that APU to fire up. Up comes the end speed. 59, 60, 61. Just realised I haven't started up stream labels. So let's do that now.
Disconnected and off.
There we go.
Cabin sign. Set on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake
They are.
on. Barrow reference checked. 1026 1026. Check beacon lights. Set on. Checklist complete.
There we are, checklist complete. Right, start push, tail left. We'll do a quick check outside. Whoa, Microsoft PowerPoint. 6 frames. I don't think you can see that. I think my head's over the top of the frames overlay. 7 frames. There we go. Okay, so we're good to push back to the left, tail left.
Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, sir.
Don't know why the brakes are still hot.
Okay, ground. We have ATC
That's
clearance
worrying
for
me.
push and start now. Please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Roger. The ground equipment and stairs are clear, all doors are closed. Steering pin is in position and we're ready when you are, Captain.
Start pushback.
Roger, sir. Please release your parking brake.
Parking brake released.
There we go, and back we go.
Start and pushback. You can start both engines at your discretion, Captain.
Is okay.
What?
Starting engine 1.
So I know it says starting engine 2 at the top. BA policy is you start engine 1 first. So I'm just pulling up my ground charts here. So we'll taxi down to Vicus. Right on Alpha, right on Bravo, sorry, left on Alpha. Zigzag, and we're literally going from here. I'm doing this right. The tow truck, that's weird.
Engine 1 stabilised.
Tow truck normally follows us out.
Starting engine 2.
There's the dog.
Engine 2 stabilised.
Awesome, good start on both engines.
Pushback is complete, Captain. Please set your parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Okay then, Captain. Show bar disconnected. You know steering pin is removed. All clear. Signal on the right. Have a good run, sir.
The after start checklist. Engine mode selector. Set. APU bleed. Set off. APU master. Set off. Ground spoilers. Set. Rudder trim. Checked 0. Pitch trim.
Oh, pitch trim could shout. That's the one I always forget. 3 degrees, that's mad. Is set. I've got to wait for him to call it again, have I?
Pitch trim. Checked.
Oh yeah.
Flight controls.
Full left.
Full left.
Full right.
Full right.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Full up.
Full up.
Full down.
Full down.
Neutral.
Neutral.
And
Full
full
left.
left.
Full right. Neutral. Check flaps. Flaps 1. Anti-ice. On. ECAM status. Checked. ECAM door page. Checked. Hand signal. Received. Checklist complete.
So, taxi
And
out.
the taxi checklist. Nose lights. Taxi. Brake checks. Pedal pressed. Checked. 0. Checked. Auto brake.
Oh, why is it saying that
Max. Takeoff data.
EGLL
Reviewed.
approach is on?
FCU. Checked. Flight instruments. Checked. Checked. ECAM TO config. Set. Checklist complete. Flight attendants, seats for takeoff, please. Before takeoff checklist. Brake temperature. Brake fans on. Engine mode selector. Checked. Normal. TCAS. TARA tilt-about. Exterior lights. Set on. Sliding tables. Stowed. Stowed. Checklist complete.
Approaching. 0, 9. Right.
Okay.
On runway. 0, 9. Right.
Begin the PowerPoint show.
Manflex, SRS and runway. Check.
Yeah, it's not happy about that pitch trim. Manflex SRS runway. Wow, the engines are
100 knots. Checked.
sounding a bit weird, aren't they? Bit of rudder in here to keep us straight. Rotate.
Positive rate. Gear up.
So we're well past 590 feet now, so we're just waiting for DMA 2
Gear is up. Lights off.
so we can start our turn. That's the DME there, so 2.3, 2.4. Turning away from London City. That's 3,000 feet, so nose comes down,
Climb thrust.
climb thrust. Also our acceleration altitude.
And flap 0. Speed check flap 0. And the after takeoff checklist.
Whoa.
Landing gear. Gear up. Lights off. Exterior lights.
Struggling on VAS here.
Set off.
Oh, it's just done a bit of a
Max.
garbage collect.
Both on. Anti-ice on. TCAS checked. Altimeter 1026. 1026 checked. Checklist complete.
So I'm going to put the constraints on there. What? Okay, and we'll go into auto flight.
Transition altitude. Barrow reference set and cross-checked. Checked.
Weather's getting a bit crummy now. So put that on there. So we are turning onto the Brookmans Park radial. Brookmans Park being up here. Yeah, Heathrow radar's just come on. Mentor. Surprised we didn't get a contact me actually. That's interesting, that shouldn't be climbing. Still on an altitude restriction here of 6,000. So what I'll do 7,000. Oh, that's too late. Up we go. Into operational climb, up to flight level 350. Which is our optimum as well, which is quite nice. Nice when that tallies up.
Passing 10,000.
And I didn't start the clock.
Off.
Lights off for retracted, heating's on, that's fine. Good. Good. So how are we doing on traffic? Alright, not seen. So something to watch out for then. So on the chart, so if I show you this, when we passed DME6, the aircraft then went into an open climb up to cruise. But actually there's still an altitude restriction at Brookman's Park, which wasn't in the McDo, it wasn't in the flight plan, so that's something to watch for if you're on this particular SID, just to make sure that you check and key in that altitude constraint at Brookman's Park. But for the moment we are climbing up and away. And now the VAS is improved, we can have a, he says as it lags, brilliant, we can have a proper look. Awesome bit of kit. Is that a Royal Mail logo? Oh, excuse me yawning. It is a Royal Mail logo, yeah. Never spotted that before. I love the red tips as well on the actuator cowlings, or housings. So we're inbound Brain at the moment. Oh, excuse me yawning. So we let's have a look at how we're doing then. So we're out of Heathrow, past Brookman's now. Got a few Ryanair 73s cutting about, and we've got a bit of Copenhagen control on there, so that'll be our first bit of air traffic. We've got Stockholm, Swedish control, which hopefully if he stays on we'll have him all the way down into Stockholm, which would be nice. And we can have a look at the charts then. So our last waypoint is LTOC. So if we need to download them. Oh my God, excuse me. In fact, I wonder if oh crap. I wonder if it'll let me key the route into this one today. Didn't like it yesterday. Route is invalid, yeah. So LTOC is our last waypoint. Oh no, we've got a few choices here. Okay, so first of all let's look at the ATIS. Brilliant. There is one, but it's blank. Wind is 360, 11 knots. So we're going to be on one of these. So that looks quite sensible. The LTOC 2 Juliet. That doesn't look sensible. And that doesn't look sensible. Nor does that. 7 might could be potentially, that's RNAV. This is RNAV as well, so why, what's the P? PRNAV stars are primarily used at night and during periods of low traffic. Well, there is very low traffic at the moment. But we'll see. So we'll either be on that then, or 7 mics. So why? Wonder why they prefer. Sorry. Prefer you coming in all the way around here in low traffic, which looks a lot more sensible, and then doing this funny little dog leggy thing in high traffic. That's weird. So I want to come in on one right, really. We'll be doing cat 3. Ooh, lost comms. There's an RNAV as well, but we'll be doing a cat 3 ILS. And we want to look at the airport here. Oh no, we don't want to come out on one right, do we? We do want to come in on one left and then double back. Yeah, okay, right, so chin that off. Oops. And we'll do cat 3 for one left. Excellent. So overhead Clacton at the moment. Okay, nice, good scenery. Apart from that, something glitching through the clouds. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be. We have a Ryanair directly below us. Oh wow. Where did he go? That was weird. There he is. Oh, that was a different Ryanair. Oh no, it was an EasyJet, sorry. Stand corrected. Ryanair behind us at 6,000 feet. He's right behind us. We're currently up at 27,000-ish. There he is. So that's Ryanair 230 Hotel. We're well up above him there, look. And then the EasyJet was this chappie. Looking good. But there's us in all our glory. Got a bit of weather coming up. Oh god, I'm knackered. Feeling too old for getting in at 4:30 in the morning. Oish. So how are we all? We actually got anyone watching? Oh, one person. And that's me. Watching my own stream, bump up the numbers. Cardiff radar's on. So Yeah, we're looking pretty good, eh? This'll wake me up. Say hello to my little Jack. So pretty stable now, so I'm happy to turn off the seatbelt signs. And we can take off that and put the probe heat window heat to automatic. So lights are off. You didn't see that. Dial 162. Let's have a look at the guy from America. It's quite a nice fin, that actually, isn't it? Look at that. It does look pretty cool. Don't like the light blue bit, nor the rest of the aircraft in general. But not a disaster. Excuse me. We have a Learjet. Oh wow! Oh wow! Look at that. That looks neat. Now, what was he? November 282 Delta Fox. There he is. Frankfurt to Heathrow. So let's show you so you can see what I'm seeing. There he is. Oh, nice. God, you don't see many Learjets. I wonder if he's in the default one. From Australia. Oh, that's mega. Oh, well, we might have to do a Learjet flight, actually. In fact, we might do a Learjet flight. I tend to only do British Airways stuff, but that sounds quite appealing. Just means we have to use the default GPS and stuff. Mind you, we've not done a BA146 flight in a while. Again, can't fly that for BA, that's the problem. Excuse me. Oh. So let's go to my favourite view, shall we? There it is. Mucho love it. So yeah, we're doing good here, we're doing good indeed. So we're almost at top of climb. So just gonna do a little Facebooking. So, here's the gallery. Oh, did that not upload? Oh, I have to do it again. strike a pose. And there we are at cruise. As the co-pilot has put his tray table out. So, here we go. Let's do a bit of Facebooking. Gotta love a bit of Facebooking. Post. Cool. So here we are then, up into cruise. We're good on height at the moment, on altitude. Still got quite a way to go. So our estimated arrival time is 16:05 Zulu. So it's about an hour and 5 minutes. But hopefully Copenhagen Control is going to stay on for us, so we can have a bit of air traffic and we'll get squawks and stuff like that, and then hopefully from there we'll get over to Swedish Control and have control all the way down and into Stockholm, Arlanda. Got any other interesting aircraft? No, not really. KLM. Oh, that's annoying. Why haven't I got a livery for him? Because he's got the wrong aircraft code. What a surprise. We do have a bit of traffic around us actually. It's all in front, it looks like it's all going into Schiphol. Yeah, Schiphol. Oh, Munich from Denver. And an A330. Wonder what A330 is flying. Oh, I didn't say. I didn't think there was a good one. Let's have a quick look on Google. So here we are. Oh, it's on the screen. Best A330. Black button, not touching that. CLS A330. That looks alright. We got the cockpit. Oh, that looks okay. Meh. looks okay-ish. Depends how much they're charging for it. 25 quid, 30 quid even. Where's it more for the download? A lot more for the download. Ah, because this one doesn't come with prepared. Pretty sure BA don't have 330s, do they? No. Well, might not be bad for the price. Don't really fly them though. Oh. Let's find out. Postine is attempting to gain his S3 on DNMM. DNMM? The hell's that? Murtala Mohammed International Airport, located in Acacia, Lagos State of Nigeria. Built during World War II. That's not one you see every day. How cool. Yeah. Still waiting for a decent A380. That's not going to come for a while, is it though? So the A380 is one from Wilco. It's not a study level aircraft, obviously, but oh dear, no, it's really not a study level aircraft. Why spend so much time on this and not make the cockpit look half decent? I mean, that's just bleh. Ugh. They haven't even got the lighting right. Why do they spend so much time on the interior that you don't look at? But I don't get it. What else could I fly? 327, got that. Yeah, an HS748 propliner. I'm quite tempted to get one of those actually. There are a few fairly decent ones. 7.4's not overly bothered about. 7.5 I'm not overly bothered about. Same with the trebles. 7879 got them. Back 111. BN2P. What's that? BN2P. Is that British? Oh, it's the Islander. Don't think there's going to be many flights for that, are there? 4. Well, 2. 1 rotation. Oh no, PL, PR, PF. Oh, right. Comet. Yeah, I'd like a Comet actually. Conch got that. Dornier 328, is that? Is that Dornier? Yeah, it is. Another one that's not going to have very many. Oops. Dornier 328. Oh, that's good. I haven't got any flipping. Oh. DC-10. I've got the Twatter. I've got the Embraers. Got the Jetstreams. A101. MD-11 would be nice. Piper Warrior, not bothered about that. Saab 2000 got that. Trident. VC-10 and the Viscount. Yeah. So how many 318 dedicated 318 flights are there? There's a little maintenance flight there. EGSC. Where's that? Oh, it's Cambridge. Oh. That could be a nice little flight. What does Cambridge Airfield look like? Oh, it does have a hard runway. Oh, it must do if I'm going to put an Airbus down on it. What on earth's happened here? Like some dodgy pictures that just haven't like rendered properly. What's all this? It's almost like they've stitched images together and it's just not quite worked. I mean, that Herc looks like it's in better days. That's quite funny. Not going to reverse that out here without clobbering this one. Mind you, that's a low wing. I don't know. Something very weird going on there. Look at that. But yeah, I suppose Heathrow to Cambridge is a nice cheeky little flight. But again, it's Heathrow and it lags like a bitch. City to Gatwick, City to Heathrow. I've done BA1 and 2, I've done that before. Hell of a long flight that is in an Airbus A318. It's amazing it gets there. I should probably do some more Embraer flights actually, because there's loads of them. Just need to get the sceneries. Yeah. So how are we doing? How are we progressing here? Yeah, we're over the North Sea at the moment. Not really a lot to see. There's a Wizz Air, which again hasn't mobbed or matched. I don't know why actually, because he's got his aircraft type correct, and he's got the right airline code. I don't know why that's not rendered. That's a shame, because the Wizz Air liveries are pretty cool actually. Let's show you some of them. I think they look wicked actually. Not that one, images. Look at that. How cool does that look? That's a statement, isn't it? Pink and purple seems to be the thing, because Flybe have done as well, didn't they? They went down that route. Then the purple route. With their Cadbury's Dash 8s. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, the good old Crash 8. That engine stopped, isn't it? That's what that means. Yeah, the Cadbury's one's better than that one. Oh, I don't know, that looks alright. It's a bit Comic Sansy, isn't it? Meh. Nothing overly exciting at the moment, is there? Excuse me. So I'm still in London control area at the moment. What's our estimated fuel on arrival? Can we destination 2 tons? What if I do that? Put in a bit more speed. So increasing the cost index means that you will sacrifice more fuel for more speed, so you're favouring time over fuel. Cost index of 0 is maximum endurance. So maximum time in air. And cost index of 100 is minimum time in air. It's knocked a bit off. Not really enough to care, so put it back to 20. We've got quite a strong headwind here actually. 66 knots on the nose. Can we climb? No. Well, we could do 3.7 actually. Wonder what the winds are like at 370. Conditions. Yeah, they are at 390. It's considerably weaker wind. I think we will climb, you know. So let's do just that. So it puts us above our optimum, but this doesn't have knowledge of the winds. So although it might use a bit more fuel being a bit higher up, because we'll have less of a headwind, we'll use a lot less fuel because we'll be in the air less time. So it was a 63 knot on the nose we had before, which is going to be just slightly left of nose when we make this right hand turn here. Oh, there's AAL, Aalborg. That's where we flew the Jetstream into the other week. That's the top of Denmark. I've put the terrain radar on, there you go, you can see Denmark there, it's the base of Norway. That's where we flew from, Aalborg, over over towards Oslo. I'll leave the train radar on actually, it gives you a bit more of an idea where we are. Oh man, knackered. BA don't fly to Riga, do they? EVRA. No, they don't. Ha! Also, there's a great deal more to talk about, I'm afraid. I'm struggling to stay awake, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Oh, Jesus. More cider. Cheers. So, EM traffic, yeah, we've got some traffic down there. Yeah, Riga's somewhere I'd like to fly into. There's good good control over there. There's a controller I watch every now and then. Helsinki, go here. Never did BA do anything to Finland? The FHK, yeah, they do. FRO, where's that? Rovaniemi. All right, yeah. And then EFKT. Which is Kittila. Oh yeah, that's right up in the Arctic Circle. Hang on, so what the hell did BA fly up there? Airbus. Call sign XMS. Show you that then. So that's the one that's right up, Kittila's right up here in the Arctic Circle. So what's XMS? Let's have a look. Wait for that to load. BA call sign. Come on, load. XMS. British Airways Santa. call sign Santa. What? How did I not know this existed? Can I search by call sign? No, I can't. But Santa 10, really? Oh my god. Right. I need... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I want some scenery for here. FSX. Doesn't give a lot away. Oh, okay, there might be freeware. That... Oh, we've got to do that, surely. And it's in an A319. 3.5 hours. Probably won't get it in today. That's what she said. Oh, and then there's Santa 001 goes to Heathrow, which is the other one I couldn't pronounce. Oh, there's a Trident flight. There's A320 into Helsinki. It's 3 hours. A couple of them actually. Yeah, Santa 001. Santa 5 Bravo Zulu, which goes into FRO as well. I can't believe I didn't know this. I tell you what, I never click in schedule, that's what it is. Oh, hello, what happened then? I never go on schedule, yeah, so we've got the city flyers, so that, like the Embraers, yeah. Course line flyer, PA Flying Club Charter. What are these? Ah, yes, yeah, so there's Santa. Santa 2 is the return flight. Santa 5 Bravo Zulu. Santa 10. Santa 11. So, yeah, these are all going to Finland here. Or back from Finland. We've got... Oh, I think these are the... That's a tour. Yeah. So that's the tour that we started. We've done the first leg of that already. Classic Europes. Trident. 70. Oh, what was that 701? 5721. Oh, to Cairo, that is. Heka. Classic freight. No, there's no freight anymore. UK domestic. There's plenty of them. UK domestic in a 320. No, 319. No. 18. So that would be a 21. 70. No. Twatter. Yeah, we've got the Twatter. Saab 2000? No. Oh, that's Piper. No, let's clear that out. Oh, what else have we got? Classic Worldwide. Yeah, I've done quite a few of them. Comair. Who's Comair? 73. Oh, is this all the African stuff? Yeah, not done any of that because I've got 7.3. We've got Conch. Good old Conch. The Pointy. We've got Europe. We've got flying maintenance flights. Have got their own thing here. Yeah, I want to do some of these actually. It's a treble. We got any for a 7.8? One there. KPAE. Oh gosh, in Washington. What on earth was one of our 7.8s doing out there? Bloody hell, that's a... Oh, alright. How about 789s? No. Let's keep that up. So the maintenance flight. Open Skies. Hang on. Remember that name. Ah, that's the 7.5s. Oh, and a 7.6 there as well. A couple of 7.5s and the 7.5. LFPO. Yeah, Paris Orly, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. To JFK. It's a funny flight. 8.7 hours. So Sun Air. So we've done some of the Sun Airs. There's a lot more than the ones we've already done. We're almost in Danish airspace actually, just thinking about it, just looking at that. Training, UK domestic. Ah, see these are the, so these are the buses. These are all the little shuttles. Yeah, we need to do a lot more of them actually. But again, it's Heathrow. World Cargo, don't think we got any of them, no. Worldwide. Hang on, so what's the difference between worldwide? Oh, classic worldwide, of course, yeah. Oh, that's mint. Yeah. I can't believe I've never clicked that. I'm flipping senior captain in BA Virtual. Have a word. So yeah, we'll have to do some of those. So we're in Danish airspace now. So I'd be expecting to contact me. We're getting pre-keyed in. He's on 12137. Just check that. 121375. Yep. And we'll get a squawk off him as well. So how's the winds now? 52, so it's a bit less. Not a lot less though. So, ooh. He's flying at 35. God, it's a good job we did change our altitude, because this Ryanair's pretty close to us. Can't see him though. What's height's he at? 35,000, we're at 37. Literally right on top of each other, according to that spy. So we can't be far away. Where is he? Can you see him? I can't see him at all here. He is. Let's get the latest update from that spy. He's off my right wing and low. There he is. And there's us up there. So it's a little bit gentler wind up here, but not considerably. Not anything to write home about, that's for sure. But it's a little bit better. Now, interestingly, is that taking anything off our arrival time? No, not really. Still increasing slightly because of this headwind. Fuel on board is going down and it's taking longer. That's because of the headwind. I wonder why we've not had a contact me from Copenhagen. And then someone in a Cessna Citation ahead of us. But it's not in FSX yet, can just see him on VAT Spy. And yeah, so let's have a bit of a look. Is that Ryanair still in view? Nah, he's gone now. Got a lovely sunset coming in here. Look at this. Oh, it's going to look really cool. Oh, hello. I think that's screenshot worthy. Bang that into a screenshot. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And then I'm going to get, ooh, and then I'm going to set that as the thumbnail for the stream. Save image. Nice. Change thumbnail. There it is. Uploading. And the deed is done. There's the thumbnail. Oh, lovely. That does look good. Look how blue it is over there. It's like, oh, colour's great. Just remember, I did have a colour enhancement pack before I went through the big reinstall, which looked absolutely sensational, really impressive. I'll have to see if I can remember what that was. So before we get into our space, I'm just going to quickly nip for a comfort break, so I will be right back. Let's put you in a cinematic view for a few minutes then, while I just nip away to the loo. Oh, there we go. And we're back, skis. Let's get the sign back on. He says as soon as he clicks off it again. Oh, hello. And just closed that spy by mistake. Oh, Copenhagen control's gone offline. That's probably why he didn't send me a contact me. And Copenhagen radar. Guards. Göteborg. Stockholm Skavasta. Tower is on. Interesting one. And yeah, we've still got Stockholm radar, Stockholm control on. We're not a million miles away from him, no. So when we get halfway between Denmark and Sweden here. And of course Stockholm's over here on the east side of Sweden. Can we see that says no. Has he just flown? Yes, he's just flown all the way over. Meow. Oh, do you want your mouse? Oh, it's seen better days, isn't it? Ugh. Mousey. Come on then. Go on. It's a hell of a long flight he's doing, actually. I'll show you. That's this chap. That's never possible. Not without a few fuel stops. Where is he there? That's a long way. Come on. Yeah, that's a fair old flight in a little light aircraft. Although that's saying he's in a Cessna Caravan, I think. That citation. Infantry. Huh. So, sim time is 15:31, is that, or 37? ETA 16:16. Let's check whether that's 31 or 37. That's the 31. Oh, in fact, I'm zoomed in. I'm still not entirely convinced. That's not a 7. In fact, yeah, 'cause that's a 1, because it's 15, yeah. So that's 15:31. So it's 45 minutes until Wheels on the floor. We're west side of Denmark now. Plodding along. Ground speeds below 400 knots because of this headwind, which is really annoying. 50 knot difference between ground speed and true airspeed. That's really quite annoying. Does refractive sky can suggest anything better? Aircraft position, flight level 390 40. Yeah, so the higher we go, the less the wind. I don't think we can get away with any higher. 6, 7, 8. Well, we could. We're on our recommended maximum though. Oh, hang on, no, wait a minute. We're odd flight levels, aren't we? Yeah, so we can't go up to 3.9. Where is it? Oh, it's in my shoe. Oh no. Ooh. Come on, show on your mouse. Silly thing. So, let's have a look at the charts then, shall we? Let's do that. So let's pop that on there. So LTOC is our. Come on, fetch. Never known a cat to play fetch. LTOC's the last fix, and I'm expecting, hopefully, to get the LTOC to Juliet, but we might be given the 7 mic, but we'll see. So that takes us down here, flight level 100 at or above, because the line is below the number, at or above flight level 80. Transition, what's the transition here? Transition levels by ATC, that's not helpful, although we do have ATC, so actually, oh, we've just got radar come on as well at at Stockholm. Above 2,500, still 2,500, yeah, so we'll be in managed altitude around there. Or the other option is at or below flight level 80, okay. And then round and in onto the ILS. VOR required, simultaneous approaches are fine. That's weird. Huh. wait a minute. This is unusual. So, so we intersect. No, so we join this procedure, DME 5 from our lander. So here. And at that point, we turn round here, and then we do another turn onto the ILS. Wow, wait a minute. Right, but that's not on these. Because that puts us straight onto the ILS there. That doesn't. That we need a transition. Ouch. So, but there aren't any transitions. Oh. No. Ref, no, the radar minimums. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to be doing the full procedure. So, I don't think that's really much of a problem. But I've not seen that before. Manchester's one where if you're doing the full localizer approach, you overfly the airfield. I mean, that's reasonably common, but to intersect at an intersection is quite unusual. Just skidded across the bathroom floor. Oh, hello. So, still creeping up because of this headwind. Got our lander now on the ND, although we are maximum zoomed out. And so we're coming over towards Aalborg, so that's where we launched off from there up to Oslo, which is sort of here-ish on the pointer, when we did our Jetstream flights. Get out of it. And yeah, there was quite nice flights around there actually. So we should pass straight over Aalborg. So let's see if we can see it. Probably not. There's Denmark. The colour though, it's gone silver even though it's white. Seriously, cat. Oh, is that Aalborg? Oh no. It's just a road. Where is it? Where is it? We're all going to pass directly overhead. And from memory, the runway was actually just west of the Aalborg VOR. So is that the aircraft turning then? Is that because we just hit Aalborg? No, not quite. We're not quite there yet. Whoa. Let's do that. It's binding. Because it's using Euler angles. Oh dear. So, are we going to see it? No. See some weird cloud effects going on here though. Look at that. That's interesting. Never seen that before. And I don't normally look top down, I suppose. Still not quite at Aalborg actually. Oh, it's still 15 miles from it, 14 miles-ish. Why don't I use X-Plane 11? Simply because I don't have X-Plane 11, I have X-Plane 10, and I do the odd thing in X-Plane 10 actually. Big bonus of X-Plane that I enjoy is the fact that the runways aren't flat. So I live very close to East Midlands Airport. I'm over in Loughborough, and East Midlands Airport has got a big dip in the middle of it, which makes it quite interesting to land on. In, well, pretty much any aircraft actually. But of course FSX does not have sloped or gradiented runways, so you don't get any of that sort of dynamic, if you like. So I do like X-Plane for that. The reason I don't use it often is simply the user friendliness of it. I can use X-Plane, I'm quite happy using it, but you know, there's not so much scenery for it. I don't have you know, the land classes, so I suppose you don't need it quite so much in X-Plane, because the out of the box scenery is considerably better. That's X-Plane 10 I'm talking about here, but I don't have as many aircraft, and the aircraft aren't as good, quite frankly. X-Plane 11, yeah, maybe I might look at it one day. I'd probably get that rather than prepared, simply because prepared for me, from what I've seen, is a money sink. It just costs lots and lots of money to get things in prepared, whereas X-Plane, there's a lot more free stuff available and payware things that aren't quite as ridiculously expensive. So if I was to spend money on a new sim, I would want it to not cost me then a load of money to get all my aircraft back into it. As prepared, I would have to pay for all my aircraft again. X-Plane, same issue, but it wouldn't cost as much because I probably wouldn't use the same aircraft. And there's a lot more freeware stuff. I would love to fly the 350. There's a reasonable 350 in X-Plane. I've got the Embraers in X-Plane payware, which I've flown a couple of times. I might do some X-Plane in the week. So you say that, why not? But yeah, it's just not as enjoyable, I don't find. And X Squawk Box is crap. Quite frankly, it's not as easy as just using vPilot because it's all embedded. Weather engines aren't as good. Some of the dynamics aren't as good either, particularly on the ground. Steering on the ground and differential braking is terrible in X-Plane 10, like really bad. So I don't know if that answered your question, Mike. Bit of waffle, but I do love the Aerosoft Airbus. Alright, it's the easy mode aircraft, but they are really enjoyable to fly. What are you doing, cat? Where have you put your mouse? No. Oh, it's all the way over there still. So we're not a million miles now from Swedish airspace, so let me show you that spy. Here we are, Speedbird 782 Fox. Ooh, excuse me. 782 Foxtrot, coming up on Swedish airspace. And we've passed Aalborg now, so we missed looking out for it. Probably won't see it now. Mind you, we probably wouldn't have seen it anyway, because of the cloud. It's down there somewhere. Oh. Wow. Yeah, FSX really is crap, isn't it? But it's ancient. It's got to be one of the longest living bits of software. Outlived, well, it's outliving CS 1.6, isn't it? That's another long bit of software that's still going strong today, but FSX was well before that. I'm sure it was. It's a shame Microsoft didn't keep it going, really. Particularly with the simming community, the way it is these days compared to how it used to be. I mean, you didn't have any of this online stuff because, well, you didn't have the bandwidth to do it, really. But nowadays, you know, there's thousands of people. I mean, there's what, 979 aircraft on VATSIM as we speak, 72 controllers. Microsoft are mad to not do, you know, Flight Sim 11 or whatever, because I bet everyone would buy it as long as they undercut Lockheed with Prepared. You know, for a not quite as good sim, I would pay for a not quite as good one rather than a really expensive one like Prepared, particularly if it means that the aircraft that I've got in FSX now would work. Although that's unlikely with the move to 64-bit programming, but you know, I'm just amazed at the way Microsoft do stuff. So we are getting that, and the further north we go, the faster we move across the map, of course. You know, just over 400 knots ground speed, 402. Can we step any more? Try and get out of this wind. 3.7, no, we can't, because 3.9 would be our next climb. There's the west coast of Sweden coming up. And down there somewhere is Göteborg, Gothenburg even, Landvetter. I think we're going to fly almost over it. Oh no, it's down there to the right. So it'll be off to our right. There is a controller on down there. Not that he's got any traffic in or out. Makes you wonder why he doesn't jump on tower at Stockholm, which does have traffic. Whoa, hello. So, flip back to that screen. There we are. Oh my gosh, why is it lagging so much today? Got a gig of VAS, it's not that. So Landvetter's down here somewhere. You probably might not see it just yet, but I think it's somewhere just, it's a bit further inland, it's not on the coast. So let's have a look at what we can see. So off to the right we've got this little peninsula here, and that roughly points towards it. Oh, and there's our contact me. Let's see if we can see that little peninsula. Oh, it's behind the clouds, so it's up here somewhere. So there's a contact me, 118.4. Oh, what is wrong with this lagging today? 118.4.
Swedish Control, good evening. Ryanair 8 Foxtrot Romeo, flight level 350, inbound Vaden.
No, that was the Ryanair that we
Foxtrot,
passed.
Romeo, Sweden, good evening. Score 0503. 0503, Ryanair 8 Foxtrot Romeo. And Ryanair 230 Hotel, still looking for a correct score. Your score is 5053.
Can you repeat the score again? 230 Hotel.
5053.
5053 Ryanair 230 Hotel.
Sweden Control, good evening. Speedbird 782 Foxtrot with you, flight level 370, inbound Detso.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot Sweden, good evening. Score 6232.
6232 in the box for 782 Foxtrot.
Just confirm 6233.
Apologies, 6233 Speedbird 782 Foxtrot.
Ryanair 8 Foxtrot Romeo radar contact direct Veden. Direct Veden, Ryanair 8 Foxtrot Romeo, thank you.
Nom nom nom.
Ryanair 230 Hotel, radar contact, maintain flight level 230.
Maintain flight level 230 Hotel.
Goodbye, sorry.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot radar contact, maintain flight level 370 and proceed direct for about.
Maintain flight level 370 and direct to Torva for Speedbird 782 Foxtrot.
Two Foxtrot Lima, whatever can I accept for Arlanda?
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot.
That's a good straight line there.
Lima, probably look to Mike, I will call you back.
So that cuts a bit of a corner out.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima.
2 Foxtrot Lima, I will call you back in a couple of minutes.
Roger.
Pippa, what are you doing? What? Why don't you run away? What are you looking at? She just winked at me. It's hilarious. So direct Torva. And then after that we've got we've got arse. Come here. Hello you. Meow. Okay.
Ocean 317, report your mic number. Austrian 317, report your Mac number.
Austrian is Austrian 317, Mach point 804.
Austrian 317, roger, maintain Mach decimal 80 or greater.
Good, maintain Mach decimal 8 or greater.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, report your Mac number.
Ah, we all coming in. Yeah, we're all coming into our lander at the same time.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, report your Mac number.
Mach 0.78, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, roger, for sequencing to Mach decimal 76 or less.
Change it to Mach 0.76, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima.
Well, Pippa, stop causing havoc on my desk. Do you mind, cat? So it's going to be a dark landing by the time we get there. Let's see if I think we've probably missed the sunset now. Actually, oh no! Oh, look at that! Just catching it. Look at that lens flare. That looks cool, doesn't it? Frame rate doesn't. Look at that with the black sky. Oh, got screenshot worthy. Pippa. Oh, you didn't just scratch my new trousers. Go on. Off you both. Go away. Oh, she has as well. She's just pulled 2 threads. 3, 4. Oh, you fit. I've only worn these twice. So, I'm surprised we've not had a sequencing yet. Mind you, we're a little bit further away. And we've got the headwind, of course. So that's Austrian 317, Lufthansa 2 Fox Lima, who's going to be going slower. Yeah, it's not a problem. We'll be number 3. Put in the hour, an hour and 34. So actually, yeah, we're not doing too bad on time, really. Sorry about that. He is. And ooh. Just watching a video of a Tesla on fire. That's a good fire. But it's not the battery pack that's on fire. It's the motor that caught on fire. That's weird. Oh, a bit different.
Austrian 317, descend flight level 290, main Mach decimal 80, and on conversion 300 knots or greater.
Descent down to flight level 290 and Mach 0.8 or greater.
Okay, let's go through the descent preparation checklist.
Oops, I didn't mean to press
Austrian
that.
317 correct, and on conversion maintain 300 knots or more.
Landing information received.
Jet.
Altimeter.
Just confirm 300
Standard.
knots.
Baro radio. Set.
Stay firm, 80
Checklist
and on
complete.
conversion to indicated speed 300 knots or more.
Roger that, 300 knots.
This is one of the clearest controllers I've ever heard, so how's he struggling
Ryanair
with
230 Hotel, you're leaving my airspace, frequency change is approved.
Frequency change approved, Ryanair 23 Hotel.
That's not your call sign though, is it? It's 230 Hotel.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, descend flight level 290, Mach decimal 76 or less, on conversion speed 280 knots or less.
Got on Lufthansa, you must have been expecting him, so I called you. God, what is wrong with people?
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, Sweden.
Skavsta, Sweden, Stockholm control, hello, this is Ryanair, 8 Papa Tango, passing for 310, would you?
Ryanair 8 Papa Tango, thank you for finally coming on the frequency. Been trying to call you since the border to Poland. Please squawk 5011.
So he's come on frequency, but might as well not have bothered. Fix the bloody damage this cat's done to my bloody new trousers.
Ryanair 8 Papa Tango, squawk 5011.
Oh my god, seriously? If you're not
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, Sweden.
if you're not capable of listening in, don't be on that sin. Holy crap.
8 Papa Tango, view.
Okay, since you're having some issues there, Ryanair 8 Papa Tango, squawk 5011.
Squawk 5011, 8 Tango.
Austrian 317, descend flight level 110. Nilug 2 Mike arrival, runway 01 left, and speed 300 knots or more.
I'm sorry, please confirm arrival runway 1 left descend, flight level 110, arrival Nilug 2.
Austrian 310 arrival is Nilug 2 Mike, runway 01 left, and speed 300 knots or more.
Roger. Nilug 1 Mike arrival 01 left, and 300 knots or more.
There we go, we got there eventually.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, Sweden, do you read?
Swedish Center, Lufthansa 246 Lima. Anything you have of my arrival in Stockholm?
Lufthansa 246 Lima, I've been trying to call you the last 5 minutes. You seem to have some issues with your radio. Do you read me now?
I read you now.
Okay, please descend flight level 29ers with Mach decimal 76 or less, and on conversion 280 knots or less.
Down to 260, say again rest.
Okay, nothing correct there. Lufthansa 2 Fox Lima, I say again, descend flight level 290, Mach decimal 76 or less, and on conversion 280 knots or less.
Down 290, Mach point 76, rest.
Lufthansa 2 Fox Lima, on conversion speed 280 knots or less.
Can you type it? I can't hear you.
280 knots or less on conversion.
280 knots or less. Lufthansa 2 Fox Lima.
Alpha Romeo Zulu 9973 Sweden, radar contact, center flight level 280.
I just sent the controller a message saying, "Why you have the patience of a saint? These nutters drive me nuts, and I'm not controlling them." Smiley face.
Control, good evening, North Central 2906, climbing through flight level 125, direct KMR.
Possible 296 Sweden, radar contact, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, North Central 296.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, continue descent flight level 110 with 280 knots or less, and your arrival is Nulub 2 Mike, runway 01 left.
Oh my god, really?
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, descend flight level 110, speed 280 knots or
Whoa.
less.
What just happened then?
Flight level 110 or 280 knots or less. Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, and your arrival is Nulub 2 Mike, runway 01 left.
Arrival, runway 01 left, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima.
Nulub 2 Mike arrival.
Nulub 2 Mike arrival.
Seabird 782 Foxtrot, when ready, descend to flight level 290.
Down to 290 when ready, Speedbird 782 Foxtrot. Not ready yet, we'll
Ryan 8 Papa Tango, I say again, your score code is 5011.
Okay, please, I'm sorry, 8 Papa Tango.
Ryan 8 Papa Tango, radar contact, descend flight level 100.
don't really want to start descent just yet.
100, 8 Papa Tango.
But actually we haven't got our arrival keyed in.
Ryan 8 Papa Tango, your arrival Ingis 1 Sierra, runway
Initiating
08
descent.
at Skavsta.
FMA check. Radar tilt. Set below.
Lufthansa 1 Whiskey with you inbound Starbuck. Lufthansa 1 Hotel Whiskey, Sweden, radar contact.
Ryan 8
Papa Tango. Ryan 8 Foxtrot Romeo, call you back. Break, Ryan 8 Papa Tango, your arrival to Skavsta, Ingis 1 Sierra, runway 08.
copy, runway 0 and Chinese 1, Sierra, Echo Tango.
Alfa Romeo Zulu 9973, continue climb flight level 360.
Wow, that is a terrible microphone.
Control, good Austrian T17, get the current QNH.
Who is calling?
Austrian 317.
Ocean 317, for that contact approach 126.650.
Driving 126.650, okay.
Okay.
There we go, get that keyed in early. So we just need to flick the button. I'll turn the marker beacons on as well. And I'm going to turn the anti-ice on and the heating on. There we go. Happy days. So descending 1,000 feet a minute. Nice and gentle.
Can you explain the control Scandinavia 637 at flight level 140 in flight level 180 roughly?
Scandinavian 637, Sweden radar contact, time to flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280 Scandinavian 637.
So at this rate of descent we should be level by this blue marker here. Sequencing, he's done a really good job actually on this sequencing. So let's sort of show you what I'm looking at there.
296.
So these two were neck and neck, and he's done a really good job there.
Wash up level 296, continue climb flight level 390.
296.
Okay, climb flight level 390, Norfolk 296. Right, 8 Foxtrot Romeo.
Ryan 8 Foxtrot Romeo, yeah, it's a bit, it's unusually early to go for descent. You have about 200 mile destination, are you sure?
Alright, leave it for a bit and Ryan 8 Foxtrot Romeo.
He's 30 miles away, look. He's calling for descent now. He's got.
Because normally traffic towards Riga would not be descending within my airspace.
I was going to say, he's got like the width of Poland, and that's not a small country. I mean, wow. What's your flipping heck? What was that? And what descent rate are you using?
Descent
1
1
foot a minute.
Hotel Whiskey when ready, descend flight level 250 and proceed to Regma.
And another one not listening. Frankfurt to Oslo.
Descend 1 Hotel Whiskey.
First level for Scandinavian Lufthansa.
Sweden Global Cargo 2137, flight level 410 inbound towards Naren.
German cargo, what? 2137.
Station calling. Any your call sign? Global Cargo 2137.
Schiphol to Tallinn.
Global Cargo 2137, Swift 5331. Confirm 5331. Correct.
Lost internet connection, so please again for Lufthansa 1 Hotel Whiskey.
Lufthansa 1 Hotel Whiskey, descend flight level 250, direct Regma.
250 direct Regma, Lufthansa 1 Hotel Whiskey.
BA782 Foxtrot, descend flight level 110, LTOP 7 micro arrival, runway 01 left.
Descend flight level 110 in the LTOC 7 micro arrival for 01 left, speedbird 782 Foxtrot.
And just to confirm, do you want us to descend now or when ready? That's one. Lufthansa 1 Hotel Whiskey, actually it's when ready, no problem. Thank you. Global Cargo 2137, radar contact direct near them.
Radar contact right now, and I'm requesting 10 minutes away from Seagull, please.
Global Cargo 2137 might be a bit long, but you are above all traffic, so that is approved.
Okay, it'll probably be 5 minutes, so just say 10 minutes, so just in case. Do that.
So this is a really weird approach.
You were cleared to flight level 110.
Come in round here. So it's 7 mics, so I can get rid
Yeah,
of...
that was your clearance from before. Now you're coming in a little bit high. I will coordinate that with the next sector, and please contact Stockholm now 126.650.
So let's just check on the charts that we've got the right thing. So at LTOC, we need to be flight level 110 or below, which is correct. SA854.
Emanating 67, contact flight level 300.
Flight level 80 below.
Continue on flight level 300, Heathrow.
Lena, we don't have an altitude restriction at Lena.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, proceed direct Lima November Alpha.
Direct to Lima November Alpha for Speedbird 782 Foxtrot. That cuts a nice corner, right? Yeah. That cuts a beautiful little corner, right? Oh my god, what's wrong with this PowerPoint?
Ryanair 8 Papa Tango, you may proceed direct Eagle November 849 to shorten.
Yes, that cuts a nice chunk.
November 849.
So Lima November Alpha is there. Well, there isn't an altitude restriction, but the one before it is at or below flight level 80. So I'm going to go for the same there, which makes sense. And then let's key in some performance data as well for landing. So let's get the weather at ESSA. In fact, we've got an ATIS, even better. Oh no, we haven't, because it's not bloody working, is it? So QNH is 1031. Wow, that's high. Temperature of -5. 3606 knots. So we'll increase our approach by 5.
Yeah, 782 Foxtrot, contact Stockholm Control 126.650.
Over to Stockholm 126.650. Thank you very much for the ATC. See you soon, 782 Fox. Stockholm radar, good evening, Speedbird 782 Foxtrot with you descending flight level 189 for flight level 110, direct to Lima, November, Alpha.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, Stockholm control identified. Information Bravo, runway 01 left.
Information Bravo 01 left, Speedbird 782 Foxtrot. (11900). So I wonder if he's got.
Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, descend the flight level 70. Center 70, Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima.
No, stop it.
Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, turn left heading 225. Left heading 225, Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima. Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, my bad, turn left heading 325. I say again, 325. Left heading 325, Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima. North Trams 3213, radar contact 5,000 feet, climb flight level 180.
So minimums are 50 feet on the radio. Transition altitude is 5,000. Radio 109.9 degrees, good, that's all been keyed in there. Happy days. 330 is an MDB that we're going to be using for Lima November Alpha. And there we go, let's pick that up.
Austrian 317, thank you. Wind 010 degrees, 8 knots, runway 01 left, clear to land.
There we go, just let him know that his ATIS was blank. He's, oh, thank you.
Austrian 317, yeah.
Let's see if it's picking it up. No, it's still blank. Oh, it's just dropped off. He's resetting it. Good stuff. So, here we go. We're coming in into Stockholm Arlanda. Coming in nice and quick. Good, because that headwind's been absolutely terrible today. We're to that end, we're actually. Well, we're running 24 minutes late.
Lima, turn right.
So 21 minutes late, sorry. Because of that headwind.
Turn right, heading 090, Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima. Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, descend the flight level 70.
Down to flight level 70, Speedbird 782 Foxtrot.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, leave Lima heading 120.
Leave Lima November Alpha on 120 for Speedbird 782 Foxtrot. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to be leaving this waypoint on a heading of 120. So
North Trams 3213, contact Sweden control 118.4. Hello. 118.
So I'm going to keep 120 in there, but we've still got the dot, so it's not active yet. So when I pull that, pull this button out, this dial out, then it will initiate that command of a heading hold of 120, and we don't want to do that just yet. But I can key it in, get it ready to plumb that into
Passing
the
10,000 feet.
lights on.
On.
So there's the landing lights are
Lufthansa
extended.
Foxtrot Lima, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1031. 5,000 feet,
And we are now on the chart, coming into Lena.
And Stockholm approach, Austrian 317. We have default scenery, so we would like to request taxi to stand up choice.
Austrian
Is there a field ahead of us?
317, taxi stand of choice.
Taxi stand up choice, taxi okay.
So I'm also going to start bringing the speed back now. So key it in, pull the dial out, and it will start slowing us down. So we're getting close towards Lena now.
Transfer to Foxtrot Lima, turn left, I say again, left, heading 270.
Approach checklist starts in 4.5 miles. Okay, excellent. Getting exciting now. So the turn is beginning over Lena. So I'm going to key in 120, pull the pin so the dot goes. We also lose the altitude, auto altitude, because it now doesn't know what altitude restraints we've got. So we're on 120 leaving Lena, which is what we were told, and we're descending and maintaining flight level 170.
Foxtrot, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1031.
Down to 5,000 feet on 1031, speedbird 782 Fox. So 1031, that is bloody high pressure, man.
Approach checklist. Ecam status checked. Sliding
Let's
table.
put the noise all the way on, right. So we got all the noise on now.
Stow. Cabin sign. Checked. Nav accuracy. Checked. Barrow reference. Checked. 1, 0, 1, 3. Checklist complete. 1, 0, 1,
no, I don't want to speed up. Still want to be doing 220 or less.
To Foxtrot, descend 2,500 feet.
Flight attendant.
Down to 2,500, speedbird 782 Fox. And start rolling that speed back now.
Speedbird 2, question 78 to Foxtrot, turn left, heading 095.
Left 095, speedbird 782 Foxtrot.
Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, descend 3,500 feet. 3,500 feet. Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima.
He must be practicing his vectors or something, or just trying to give us a bit of a shortcut, because he doesn't need to be doing any of this for us. So, but I'm grateful that he is. I'll activate the approach phase in a minute. know what that Lufthansa 2 Fox Lima's doing. I think we've just had priority over him because he's getting
Austrian
buggered off.
317 going 9 12.
Austrian 317, thanks for flying, god kväll.
He was told to go left heading 270 and he's currently flying east. So I think he's mixing 270 with 090. They're quite close together, obviously. Not.
Barrow reference check and cross check. 1031 1031.
Is that 31 I've got down there? It is. Start pulling that back. In fact, no, 200's fine. Actually, 200's fine. And we're good on the glide actually now as well. So that is some absolutely exemplary vectors and altitudes there by control.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, turn left, heading 035, clear ILS approach, runway 01 left.
Left to 035 and cleared ILS approach 01 left, confirm 782 Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot, Lima, descend 2,500 feet. Descend to Central City, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot.
So we'll turn left, so yeah, left to 035. Glide slope, well it was already alive. Alright, fine, whatever. Wait for the localizer to come in. As soon as it does, we'll bash the approach button. We'll activate the approach phase here. We'll go into manage speed now. Now we're pretty much about to start the final approach here. Cleared ILS approach, but not to land, so I won't put the full landing lights on yet. Still waiting for that localizer to pop in. Oh my god, and it's lagging again. It's only when we come out of Heathrow. Localizer alive, approach mode, second autopilot is on. Turning on to the localizer. Glide slope's currently above us, so that's fine because we're going to maintain 2,500, which is what we were told to do by ATC. And then we'll hit the glide slope because we're currently below it. So as we maintain this altitude, we'll fly through it, and then we'll capture it and descend down into Stockholm, Arlanda. Runways identified.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot, Lima, turn right. Heading 035, clear ILS approach, runway 01 left, report established.
Localizer captured.
I'm sure he said 01 right to me. We'll have to listen to it back.
01 left, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot, Lima.
Yeah, he's sequencing behind me now.
Foxtrot, Lima, there is no speed, ATC speed restrictions now.
2,500.
Say again, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot, Lima.
Oh my god.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot, Lima, free speed.
And there's the glide slope capture. White box to let us know that we've captured it. I'm going to try and get off as early as we can, really, so we don't have to double back on ourselves too much.
Flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, confirm established.
Hey firm, established 01 left, Speedbird 782 Foxtrot.
Gear down.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, wind 360 degrees 6 knots, runway 01 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 01 left, 782 Foxtrot.
Flaps 3.
Okay, clear to land, so the lights are on full. We've got the anti-ice on.
Flaps full.
All looking good there.
Landing
Have I
checklist.
only just turned that on?
Landing gear down and locked.
Whoops.
3 green. Ground spoilers checked and armed. Auto
Middle marker.
medium.
Sorry, outer marker. Sorry,
Exterior
that's far
lights
too far
on.
away from the middle marker.
Go around altitude.
Oh, I love auto land.
Go around altitude.
Ooh. Oh, laggedy lag.
Go around altitude.
I don't know what the go around altitude is. Rip. Go around altitude is. I'm straight at 600. $600 apparently.
Landing memo. Checked and now move. Checklist complete.
I'm not entirely convinced that it is 600.
Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, you can descend on the glide path.
Left.
Oh, 2,500. So there we are. Absolutely bob on the nose is the wind.
500. Auto flight on.
Auto flight off. We is landing this the manual way. So just trying to keep the diamonds in, but really I'm looking out the window. I'm not looking at the instruments here. This is very nice visual approach here, so I'm really not bothered about the instruments at all. There's the middle marker. Don't really need the markers when we've got good visibility like this.
100. 70.
Touch high.
Minimum.
Continue.
30.
Continue.
20. Retard. 10. 5.
Ground spoilers. Reverse green.
Medium reverse.
70 knots.
Reverses away.
Manual brakes. Auto brakes off.
And we'll come off at Yankee 6. Which is this high speed exit here? I'll tell you what, that makes up for a couple of my landings yesterday, because that was quite a nice touchdown in this big aircraft.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, taxi stand 66.
Taxi stand 66 for Speedbird 782 Foxtrot. Thank you very much, sir.
Set APU on. Landing checklist.
Thank you.
Exterior lights. Check.
Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, confirm established. Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, established for 01 left.
Crap, I haven't even got that on here.
Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima, runway 01 left, clear to land, wind 360 degrees, 6 knots. Clear to land, 01 left, Lufthansa to Foxtrot Lima.
66 is all the way down there, right, okay. So we're turning second right onto Zulu, because the charts do have a direction for the taxiways. So this takes us on to Zulu. Oh, and we're going to get a nice view of this landing here as well. Lovely Jubilee. So down we go on Zulu. Brake fans can come on because it's still got that hot. That must be a bug. So they shouldn't be hot. And they were hot right from the start, weren't they? Flap strip spoilers are away. Transponder off. Weather radar is off. a bit glare on all this. There's Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima. It must have been having radio problems or listening problems, one or the other. Something wasn't working. I think it might have been the pilot, I don't know. Who knows? Don't want to point fingers. There he is in his A321 as well, actually. So that's another A321 there. And we're swinging a left here onto Delta. And we are a few stands along. Let's just put a bit of throttle in just to get us around the corner.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, taxi stand 10. Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, vacated Yankee 6. Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima, thank you, taxi stand number 10. Taxi stand 10, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Lima.
I can't see the stand numbers here, so I'm going to slow down a bit. Ah, there's 66 there. Almost, but not quite, the number of the beast. So, before we pull into the stand then, oh, lights off, so we don't blind the marshaller, although we've probably got auto dock here. Play chicken with the bus. We do have an auto dock, so and we can see that there. Hopefully that's going to spring into life soon. I'm not overly convinced. Just ride in the brakes, feather in the brakes here. On the toes, not pull forwards enough there. Come on, some pedals stick in again. Not got a marker left or right, so I'll still go forwards a touch more. Actually, just waiting for that, waiting for the stop to come up. Well, I'm going to stop myself in a second and assume it's not working. Yeah, I'm assuming it's not working. So a little bit far forwards that. Well, rip, doesn't work, does it? There we go. So, feet off the pedals so I don't kick that. Parking brake is set.
Good evening, North 296, descending to flight level 230 for flight level 110.
It was a nice flight.
North 296, outbound control identified. Information Charlie, runway 01 left.
Parking brake and chocks.
We will get Charlie and runway 01 left, North 296.
Engines master. Both off. Seatbelt sign. Set off. Beacon lights. Set off. Exterior lights.
So, what was our landing rate?
Off.
Need the parking brake on to check that. Disconnect from that. I can take that off. 180 feet per minute. Nice.
6 or 8 is out of function. Metroport Arlanda. 360 degrees 6 knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Few clouds, 1,500 feet, scattered 2,700 feet, broken 4,300 feet, temperature -5, dew point -7, QNH 1031. 1. Braking action is good.
Okay, copy weather and connect 1031. Thank you very much, North to 296.
Oh, good. Well done.
296.
And Speedbird 782 Foxtrot shutting down. Thank you very much for the ATC. It's been brilliant. See you soon.
Speedbird 782 Foxtrot, thank you for flying. Have a great evening. Bye bye.
Okay, external power off, batteries off, lights off. Oh, APU still on. Why is the APU still on? APU off. Thank you kindly. Good sir. Wrong button. And I thought I had turned off the ground, what's it, majig is, but clearly not, so I will go in there and check that. So that was a good flight there. Really enjoyed that. Very good landing, excellent control in Swedish airspace despite some absolute nutcrackers in the air. But yeah, really enjoyed that. Hope you did too. So I'll see you next time. Cheers and goodbye.